Hi, it's Lorna and Callum again here with another vlog for you, and this time we're just going to have a wee informal chat about clothing and shoes, basically. And welcome, we're from New York. With a lovely new sofa. Are you feeling comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah, it's lovely. Isn't it?
Brilliant.
Right, let's crack on.
Yes.
What
clothing?
Yeah, what do you wear? We'll start with clothing first. What would you wear? These are just our top tips today. Starting with
a class night.
A normal class night. So what would you, as a guy, what would you rock up to?
T-shirt and jeans. Even when I'm teaching, typically just t-shirt and jeans. Something comfortable. It doesn't need to be over the top. Most folk usually on a typical class night, it's just t-shirt and jeans works fine. Shirt, polo shirt, whatever.
Yeah, girls, I'd say pretty much the same for you. I would tend to just have jeans and a top. Maybe a nice wee top. Or a t-shirt.
Most important thing is to be comfortable, because it's 3 hours usually that you're there dancing for, so you need to be comfortable for that length of time. Freestyle nights, so monthly parties, your venue freestyle. Folk tend to dress up that wee bit more, so
quite a little bit more special, isn't it?
You'll see a lot of the guys wearing shirts, maybe a tie, trousers. Again, for the men, most important thing is to be comfortable for the parties.
What I see in a freestyle, it could be anything from people just wearing their jeans and t-shirt, again, all the way to women who, have really made a beautiful effort with a gorgeous dress. So yeah, maybe for me it would just be a little bit more of a special top.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
or a little dress on, and just something a little bit more special. But again, be very conscious that you're able to dance. Dance well, and whatever you're wearing, ladies. If you've got a skirt, just be conscious of spinning and revealing a lot of what you maybe not on show.
Last night we were at the Stirling Summer Ball, so the big summer ball, and all franchises and places throughout the country have these big special freestyles. So we've got one coming up in November. Folk usually make a real big effort for these things, so we see a lot of guys in kilts, suits, the whole lot, ladies in massive big dresses, gorgeous. Folk really go to the effort. Exactly the same as before, it needs to be something that's comfortable, something you feel happy dancing in. Men, if you're wearing a kilt, usually a good idea to put on some boxers underneath for when you're dancing as well.
Really? What I would say about those big events, as I say, sometimes you're dancing for 4 or 5 hours and it will get very hot in these events. So I would recommend that you bring a change of clothing later on. I can't imagine dancing in a kilt for 3-4 hours.
It gets heavy.
Heavy and hot. So change of clothing is always a good.
One thing to remember as well, there's no right and wrong to what you have to wear. So if you don't want to wear a suit or wear a dress, then don't. Nobody's going to turn you away if you turn up in jeans and a t-shirt. So the most important thing is to be comfortable, something you know that you can dance in as well. So don't feel obliged to spend a lot and get really dressed up for a freestyle party.
Moving on to our favourite one.
Oh yes.
Fancy dress. As you know, Callum and I do love a fancy dress event. But I think what I'd say about these, it's purely optional, and I always stress that. Not everybody is as comfortable in fancy dress as we clearly are. So don't let that put you off attending a fancy dress event. Guaranteed you will not be the only one who's not in the fancy dress.
Things when you're wearing fancy dress must be comfortable, something that you can dance in as well. So have a quick practice in the kitchen before you nip out. You don't want it too tight and it's going to restrict you from dancing. Again, something that's not going to fall apart halfway through the evening or open up and that as well. So just a quick check. Be sensible with what you're doing for your fancy dress. One final thing is workshops. If you're going to do a Ceroc shop, a workshop, masterclass, the whole lot, it needs to be something you're comfortable in, usually ranging from an hour to about 4 hours, often dancing quite consistently the whole time, so that's a big ask of you. Things like dips and drops, aerials, that's what you're going to have to move quite a bit. You're going to have to be quite flexible for those things, so wear something that's not restricting you. So ladies, no pencil skirts, that's always a no. There's no way you're going to tackle a splits if you're in a pencil skirt. Guys, don't wear like really tight skinny jeans or a really restrictive shirt. Something you're comfortable. A lot of folk doing masterclasses and workshops, shorts and a t-shirt
or leggings, for girls,
something that a wee bit more move as well.
Yeah.
One top tip that we have, and we always say this, is bring a change of clothes with you. T-shirt into your shoe bag, ladies, a top into your handbag. If you're not comfortable at a class, a masterclass, a workshop, a freestyle, the whole lot, then you've got that change, something to change into. And if you're dancing for 4 or 5 hours, you get a wee bit sweaty, a wee bit smelly, so it's a good idea. Quick change in the toilet and then you're back out feeling fresh and comfortable.
Right, should we move on to shoes?
Yes.
Biggie, it is biggie. I'm going to start with the girls first of all. I have got a selection here that I'm going to show you of what's out there, what's available. Certainly what I've got through the cupboard. First thing I would chat about is closed toe and open toe, I think, as you can see. So closed toe here, open toe. I have been trodden on quite a bit, so if that's something that happens quite a lot in your venue, I would recommend going for the closed toe shoe. It just gives you that extra little bit of protection. Heel height next. You can get something even higher than that. I don't own anything higher than this because I generally don't wear high heels as a rule. I feel them very, even day to day. So I wouldn't be choosing a high heel shoe to
One
dance
thing
in.
to remember, ladies, as well, if you've got a really high pointy heel like that, if you do step on your partner's toes or somebody else's toes, that's quite likely going to leave a cut or a mark. So just be a wee bit more cautious.
Yeah, I mean they're beautiful, and you get some beautiful shoes out there. I would choose something. Personally, I wear these if I've got, for one of those special events, if I've got a ball gown on. But I would very, very quickly be changed and into something a little
One
flatter.
key thing to remember as well, ladies, is that your balance is affected on your different heights of heels. So if you're going from a really small heel or a flat shoe up to a big heel very quickly and then changing back again, constantly changing, that's affecting your balance, the way you hold yourself and the way you spin. So actually it's affecting the quality of your dancing. So usually find a size or a height that works for you and stick to it.
This is a very popular style of shoe. So these here, just that sort of low heel, a little bit more support. These are very, very popular. You see lots of ladies wearing these. We'll give you some links
At the end.
at the end so you can purchase some of these. My favourites are my softies. These are what I always end up dancing in, and they are so comfy, so flexible they are. Plenty of support around the ankle, and they're just so comfy. I absolutely love them.
It's like the clothing, you have to be comfortable with what you've got in your feet. If you're in your feet for a 5-hour freestyle, you don't want something that's going to leave cuts and blisters. So. A wee note on that actually is don't wear brand new shoes for a whole night. That's likely going to leave cuts and marks on your feet. So if you're wanting to try out a new pair of shoes, wear them for an hour, then change back to your old shoes, and then maybe for the last hour again, put your new shoes on, and you're gradually breaking them in.
I've got a better tip than that for ladies. I mean, they'll probably know this, they'll do this anyway with their heels. Put some socks on and wander around your house for a few days before, and that just gives them, it stretches them a little bit for you. Now, these are what I've been dancing in. These are all the rage at the moment. Yeah, you want to smell it. And these are my Toms. I've got a couple of pairs of these, and they're one of the most comfortable things to dance in. The older style here, I've got just brilliant for turning, brilliant for spinning. I'm just loving them. I'm all over these. They're great. You're seeing loads of dancers.
Yes, if you're at Southport, Canberra, any of the weekenders competitions, a lot of folk wearing the Toms. They're quite fashionable. They go with lots of different outfits as well.
Yeah.
There's so many different styles.
And actually, what's just come out recently are the dance boots.
The dance boots, kind
Yeah.
of suede-sided boots, different heights, knee length, mid shin, and then ankle boots as well. Very popular at the moment. A lot of folks in there very comfortable. I personally don't think they work with every outfit, ladies, but
No, maybe not with a ball gown.
no. But again, it's
But then
about
who
being
cares?
comfortable and what you feel you want to
Who are
dance
we
in.
to say what you can wear and can't?
So for the men, I get quite a lot of questions from gents. What do you wear in your shoe? What do you wear in your feet when you're dancing? The first thing I'd say is don't rush out and buy an expensive pair of dance shoes. If you're quite new, then a pair of trainers work fine. Men typically don't do a huge amount of turning and spinning, especially in the early stages of dancing. So trainers work fine, actually ground your weight, it holds your weight down so you're dancing actually in your whole foot rather than up on your toes. So when I first started dancing, pair of trainers, pair of high tops, something like that works perfect. As Lorna was saying, Toms, I wear these so often, probably my favourite thing to dance in at the moment. Comfortable, flexible, nice and easy for turning on, so as you progress through your dancing you might want to do a wee bit more turning and spinning as a man. Perfect sole for doing this as well. And it matches most outfits, so whatever you're wearing you can usually rock up in a pair of Toms.
You might want to buy some peppermint foot spray if you're wearing those. Top tip, Callum.
Yes, Lorna. Dance shoes, I do have a couple of pairs of proper dance shoes. Suede sole just here, again as Lorna says, you can get leather sole as well. So even a pair of brogues or something like that, men, with a leather sole, ideal for when you want to do a wee bit more turning and spinning. Be comfortable, shop around as well, you'll find different styles. So men, these are quite a small heel, you can get ones with a slightly bigger Cuban heel. All fits the way you stand, the way your posture. I typically don't bother with the Cuban heel myself. I'm quite tall, so I find that when I'm wearing the heel that's a good 2 inch, I end up stooping over the ladies because it's just that wee bit extra height kind of bringing me up. So again, something that's comfortable. A lot of folk, what they do is if they have a pair of trainers that they really like but they want to go into a wee bit of spinning, you can just stick a bit of duct tape or a wee bit of black tape or anything like that on the sole of the shoes. Just a wee bit stuck down like that gives you that wee bit of extra spin if you've got a rubber sole.
Oh, and there are some cheaper alternatives out there. You can get, so you could just wear your normal shoes that you wear on a day-to-day basis, and it's almost like a little wristband, is it? It's like dance socks. These are the latest thing, dance socks. And you just slip them over your shoe, just like a band, isn't it? And I've got like a spinning pad at the bottom, so that's a really cheap alternative to actually forking out for quite expensive pair of dance shoes.
Yeah, I think that's probably everything in shoes.
Yeah.
A few other things just to speak about before we finish up, and that is the ladies' hair. Oh well, guys too, if you've got long hair.
Yeah, thanks for the guy looking long hair. Just be aware, girls, also you do a lot of turning, a lot of spinning, especially actually, it's not so much if it's down, it's if it's tied up in a pleat or
A
long ponytail.
yeah.
If you're doing a fast spin, if you've got really exceptionally long, beautiful hair, just be conscious of where that is. I mean, when
I've danced with a lady
can be
before,
like
and it's in a big pleat, and you go into a couple of turns, it comes round and hits like a rope. It can be quite sore actually, so ladies, just bear that in mind. If you're doing a lot of head ducks and head rolls and stuff when you're dancing, then maybe having it up in kind of clip isn't always the best idea for that, because it's going to catch and get pulled off. Try different things, different styles, and see what works for you and your hair.
I just want to talk about fingernails.
Yes.
I dance as a lead quite a bit, and I'm very conscious of having quite long nails. And I apologise to anybody out there that I've scratched. I have also had some men I've danced with that have long fingernails, and I have been scratched. So just keep them trimmed. And the other thing, jewellery.
Yes.
Oh dear. I personally don't wear an awful lot of jewellery when I'm dancing. I've scratched people.
Absolutely, watches, bracelets, earrings, all that. Can you just get caught in things? Quite often you see the case that like a watch or a fancy bracelet's got caught in somebody's like lacy top or a cardigan or something, and then you have to stop and you have to untie it and rip things out. So just actually nice clean arms. Nothing
I don't like
no
having
big
it
rocks
on
in your
my
fingers. It's just something that's going to get caught, something likely going to scratch somebody.
Yeah.
Big hoop earrings are another thing, ladies. It's just asking to get caught.
And finally, personal hygiene, my favourite topic. I mention it from stage from time to time. Just be aware, and just come prepared to any dance event, any dance night. Bring some towels with you, bring a change of clothes. I know men who, on a regular basis, just on a class night, will have up to 10 t-shirts with them because they know they sweat a lot, and that's just, that's normal.
If you bring it with you, you don't necessarily need to wear it. So if you find that you aren't that sweaty, then it's fine. It's just another clean t-shirt. I take a t-shirt in my shoe bag. Lorna's like, they've got something in her handbag, in the car, whatever. It just does mean is that you do a lot of dancing. It's an exceptionally hot night. You've got that option. So if you're a wee bit sweaty,
deodorant.
Yeah.
Shower
Deodorant.
and a deodorant.
brush your teeth.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yes.
That's it. If a wee thing just on etiquette, if somebody does smell, don't tell them to their face. That's not the best way to do it. Speak to the teacher in the night or the person running the freestyle. They've got ways of actually going and addressing that. So if you're somebody that you don't want to dance with because of their personal hygiene, and let your teacher know, probably the best thing.
All right, we're going to mention just a couple of
Yes,
places where you can get some shoes. Just a shout out to a couple of people we know. First one would be Standout Dancewear.
See them at all the weekenders, Camber, Southport, the whole lot. They've got a stand, they've got clothing as well, so dance clothing. So stretchy trousers we're talking about, lovely dance tops, and shoes as well.
Really
Loads
good
of
value,
shoes.
really good value. And it's always nice to try before you buy as well with shoes, as you know. So as I said, always available at the Escape Weekenders, and great value. I'd also like to mention the Scottish Champs. We have a really good company that come, and they're called Fitness Fashions in Rutherglen.
Yeah.
And
Again,
they're
loads of shoes.
fantastic. They also bring an array of shoes for people to try on there. So that's us. I hope you found that useful.
Yeah, loads of top tips on clothing, shoes, and where to buy shoes as well.
We'll make sure we put links to where you can purchase some of the shoes that we're chatting about, and we'll put the links down below for you to have a look at. Alright,
We'll
that's
see you
us
soon.
now. Bye.